Did you know that anger can be as addictive as a drug? Studies show that when you get angry, your brain releases a powerful rush of chemicals, like adrenaline, that can keep you hooked on that feeling. In fact, experts say that people who frequently get angry are at high risk for heart disease, depression, and even early death. Scary, right? But here's the good news: you don't have to stay stuck in that cycle. In this video, we'll show you how to take control of your anger in just 10 minutes a day. You'll learn simple, effective mindfulness techniques to reset your emotions, stop reacting impulsively, and start feeling calm, even in the most stressful situations. Are you ready to discover how to turn your anger into a tool for personal growth? Stick with us, and we'll walk you through easy-to-use strategies that can make a huge difference in how you feel every day. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to handle anger with confidence and clarity. Let's get started. Chapter 1: Anger. The hidden energy within anger isn't just a negative emotion, it's a powerful energy that can be used in positive ways. In fact, psychologists argue that anger, when managed properly, can fuel action and creativity. The key is learning how to tap into it without letting it control you. In his book Radical Acceptance, Tara Brach writes, "Anger, when approached with mindfulness, can help us clarify what matters most." Understanding that anger is a response to something important, whether it's injustice, frustration, or fear, can be eye-opening. Instead of suppressing anger, let's try understanding it. Anger signals that something is off in our lives, but if we don't learn to listen carefully, it can spiral out of control. Did you know that when you're angry, your body releases adrenaline? This hormone gives you a burst of energy, which is why people sometimes feel like they can tackle anything when they're mad. The trick is to not let this energy overwhelm your thoughts. By recognizing anger as a tool for insight, we can start using it constructively. The goal is not to eliminate anger, but to transform it into something useful. Through meditation, we learn to observe anger without judgment and channel it into positive action. When anger is allowed to flow without restraint, it can lead to regret and poor decisions. But with mindfulness, we can create a space where anger is simply a signal, not a command. That's the foundation for lasting peace. Chapter 2: Breathe, don't burst. The power of the pause. One of the simplest and most effective tools to manage anger is learning to pause. The power of a single breath can be transformative. Harvard Medical School researchers found that controlled breathing can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps calm the body. Simply taking a deep breath signals to your body that it's time to relax. When you pause and breathe, it's like pressing a reset button for your mind and emotions. Try the 4-7-8 breathing technique, which involves inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 7, and exhaling for 8. This slows your heart rate and signals to your brain that there is no immediate threat. It's amazing how this simple technique can prevent a situation from escalating. Think about this: if you were to pause before responding in anger, you could prevent hours, or even days, of regret. Pausing doesn't mean avoiding the problem, it's just taking a step back to ensure your reaction is grounded. It's a strategy practiced by top athletes. When they experience stress, they take deep breaths to center themselves before making a decision. So, before reacting impulsively, try taking 3 slow, deep breaths. You'll find that, in those few moments, your emotions can begin to settle. It's as though you're taking control back from your anger. In meditation, we learn that the space between stimulus and reaction is crucial. That pause is where your power lies. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful strategies on how to deal with anger and other emotions. We'll keep you grounded, calm, and empowered. Chapter 3: Mindful Body Scan. Tuning into your triggers. The mind and body are deeply connected, which means that anger often manifests physically before we even realize it. Have you ever noticed your fists clenching, your shoulders tightening, or your face flushing when you get upset? These physical signs are the body's way of warning you that anger is building. In mindfulness meditation, we use a technique called the body scan, which helps us check in with ourselves regularly. The goal is to notice where in your body you're holding tension, especially when you're starting to feel angry. Research shows that practicing body scans can help reduce stress and promote emotional well-being. This technique is simple but effective. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and mentally scan your body from head to toe. Focus on the areas where tension is stored, and release it as you exhale. It might sound simple, but it works. By regularly checking in with your body, you can detect early signs of anger and address them before they escalate. For example, you may notice that your jaw clenches when you're frustrated, and you can release that tension with a conscious breath. One study found that body awareness is a key element of emotional regulation. The more in tune you are with your body, the better you can manage your emotions. By practicing mindfulness in this way, you train yourself to identify your emotional triggers earlier. Over time, you become less reactive and more intentional in your responses. So next time you feel anger building, start with a quick body scan. You'll be surprised how much it can shift your emotional state. If you found this chapter helpful, hit that subscribe button to stay updated with more mindful practices that can change your life. Chapter 4. The pause that heals. Releasing the tension. Anger can physically affect our bodies, making us tense up and feel restless. One of the best ways to relieve this is through mindful movement. Simple stretching can help release the tension that anger builds up. Did you know that when you stretch, your body releases endorphins, the feel-good hormones that reduce stress? Stretching not only helps with flexibility but also with emotional balance. By stretching, we can reduce muscle tightness that often accompanies anger. For example, try stretching your arms overhead while taking a deep breath in and exhaling as you stretch your body to the side. This opens up your chest and allows fresh air to circulate, helping you release built-up stress. In his book The Relaxation Response, Dr. Herbert Benson explains that gentle movements like these activate the body's relaxation response, counteracting the fight or flight instinct triggered by anger. Even if you don't feel physically tense, stretching sends a signal to your nervous system to relax. The best part? You don't need a lot of time or space to do it. A few minutes of mindful stretching can dramatically shift your emotional state. And, when done regularly, these small practices can prevent anger from building up. As you stretch, try to focus on your breath and let go of any lingering frustration. The simple act of movement helps you feel more grounded. Mindful movement is an easy, effective way to create physical and emotional relief. Chapter 5. Anger as a teacher. Unlocking insight through reflection instead of fearing anger. Why not see it as a teacher? Every time you feel anger rising, ask yourself, what is this anger trying to tell me? This shift in perspective can be powerful. Author and therapist Pema Chodron once said, the more we hold on to our anger, the more we make it our identity. The more we let go of it, the more we can grow. Anger can be a window into unmet needs, unresolved issues, or a call for change. In fact, when we sit with our anger through mindfulness, we can start to understand the deeper layers of it. By reflecting on our emotions without judgment, we learn about our triggers and the patterns behind our anger. Studies show that mindfulness not only reduces stress but also increases emotional intelligence, allowing us to understand and manage our emotions more effectively. The next time anger arises, instead of pushing it away, sit quietly and observe it. Ask yourself questions like, why am I angry right now? Is this anger based on something in the past? Is this something I can control or change? By reflecting like this, we open up space for personal growth and self-awareness. Research shows that people who regularly reflect on their emotions are better at managing them. Mindful reflection turns anger into an opportunity to learn. You may discover that what triggers your anger isn't as important as how you respond to it. This practice helps break the cycle of reactive anger and encourages thoughtful responses. As you continue this practice, you'll start to see anger as a stepping stone toward understanding yourself better. Meditation becomes a safe space where you can examine your emotions without shame or fear. Chapter 6, Embracing Calm, the 10-minute reset. At this point, you've learned some powerful tools to manage anger. Now, it's time to bring it all together. Meditation doesn't need to be a long, drawn-out process. A quick 10-minute reset can help you center yourself and return to a calm state. In a study by the University of California, researchers found that even a brief daily meditation practice can significantly reduce emotional reactivity. By taking just 10 minutes each day to meditate, you can reset your mind and body. Start by finding a comfortable seat and closing your eyes. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and then slowly exhale. Let go of any tension you're holding in your body. Begin by focusing on your breath, and when your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to it. This short practice helps you become aware of your emotions without getting caught up in them. The key is consistency. Make meditation a daily habit. As you continue this practice, you'll notice that you're more grounded and less likely to react impulsively. Studies show that regular meditation can even shrink the size of the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for processing emotions like anger. This means that over time, you'll naturally become less reactive to triggers. Try using a mantra or an affirmation, such as "I am calm" or "I am in control," to reinforce your sense of peace. Even though it's just a few minutes, this reset can help you regain perspective and choose a more mindful response. Meditation doesn't have to be complicated. It's about finding a moment of stillness in your day, which can bring lasting calm. By practicing this 10-minute reset, you can develop a stronger sense of self-control and emotional resilience. By starting with understanding your anger, using breathing as a reset, and tuning into your body's signals, you can gain a deeper sense of control. These simple strategies help create the space necessary for mindfulness, allowing you to respond calmly and with intention. Don't forget to subscribe and join us for more tips on how to stay calm, focused, and in control of your emotions.